Hey, it's Dan with D911. I just wanted to give you an update on Georgia power outages. This is this morning's report. As you can see, a lot of the state is still without power. It was pretty damaging, but some of the ETRs, which are estimated times of restoration, are shrinking a great deal. So for some of these counties where you see them in yellow, for instance, they are probably going to come on in the next few days. The dark reds might be a week or more out. The oranges are probably going to be on by Friday, and the greens are probably going to come on today, even though those colors really represent, as you can see down here, percentages of outages. They also are really good indicators of the number of days until that ETR, the estimated time of restoration, is good. So that's Georgia. Let's take a look at some of the other states. If we come over here, there's a bunch of them going on. So it's important that we focus on others. Here is South Carolina. Not hearing much about South Carolina, but its upstate was also hit very badly. Once again, these red counties, these dark red counties, are going to be in excess of a week until they have power. The yellows and the greens are probably coming on this week. The oranges somewhere between now and 10 days from now. And those aren't guarantees by any means. That are D911 estimates. However, the estimated time of restoration corresponds pretty much with the percentage of outage. Now let's take a look at devastated North Carolina, because it is a different story. It's a small area, but this is an area that took on, in some cases, 30 inches of rain in a 10 to 12 hour period. So right here again, the core of the Appalachian Mountains, Asheville is going to get power hopefully by the end of this week, but not everywhere. And remember that power is available in the grid doesn't mean that power is to your house. You may have a problem from the power pole or the underground connection to the building itself. So as we look, this is the area that is in bad shape. All this over here is just fine. All the blue zone is good. So those are your main power outages here. And then let's take a quick look at Florida, where Hurricane Helene made landfall in Florida. There are still significant power outages. But once again, it's a relatively small area. And amazingly, this area has a lot of people in it and a lot of crews. And you can see they've already made great progress. You got one dark red county, and the rest are looking like they're within a 10-day window, right where a strong Category 4 hurricane made landfall. As is typical of a disaster, this exemplifies that people go to the point of impact, but not the consequential impacts. And rural areas across Georgia are going to take much longer, even though they had less damage. And parts of North Carolina, it's difficult terrain, there's roads washed out. That's going to take a little while. But that's the situation on power this morning. It is Monday, September 30th, and it is 11:26 a.m.